everyone. Thanks so much for logging on to CBSDenver.com alongside Romy Bean. I am Michael Spencer here in the Broncos locker room after the first preseason game, the Broncos falling to Minnesota 42-28. And Romy, I think the big story that people are going to take away, offensive struggles for the Broncos, first and second team's offense, especially in the first half, just 61 total yards.
I mean, the first two sets with the first team offense, he went 3 and out both times. It kind of felt a little bit like we were just deja vu watching all over again. It was not a great start. Kind of thought maybe Vance Joseph would keep him in for an extra set. They didn't, so we really didn't get to see much. And Case Keenum had 5 passing yards, right? Not great. But second team, not great either. Paxton Lynch's first pass deflected, intercepted. So it just wasn't a good night, really for the running game either. There was 53 yards in the first half, and 23 of those, came from Royce Freeman. That's almost half of them from one guy. So we're not really seeing everything we were hoping we were going to see.
One of the shining stars in this game, Isaiah McKenzie, of course, much maligned for his fumble issues in his rookie season, had a 78-yard punt return for a touchdown here today. That's the type of thing he can do if he can continue to hold on to the football. That's obviously been the big problem for him. Didn't have a problem with that on Saturday night. You had a chance to talk to some of the guys in the locker room. What was the feeling that you got from them after preseason game number 1?
Pretty subdued. Again, it doesn't count. But the interesting thing is the guy who was the hardest on himself was Chad Kelly. He was really angry for, the reads he missed. And he was the one who I think out of everyone was the most upset. Maybe that's the competition. Maybe that's just, the mentality he's in right now. But he seemed upset with his performance, even though he was the one that got the crowd crazy. The crowd was chanting, Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. I mean, the players were on the sideline, basically on their toes, cheering him on. So, I don't know if it's just the competition thing, but he definitely seemed the most serious.
He came in about midway through the third quarter, finished the night with 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. But again, that's the 3 offense of the Broncos working against the 3, maybe 4 defense of the Minnesota Vikings. So, of course, coming up on CBS Denver, we will have you covered with more post-game reaction beginning really at 5 o'clock on Sunday, and then we'll have much more on AutoNation All Access at 10:35. For Romy Bean, I'm Michael Spencer. Thanks so much for logging on to CBSDenver.com.